Well, this Ebola outbreak at the Texas hospital in Dallas should not be too big a surprise. Remember, if you've been listening to me for the past 36 years, I've been talking about all the mistakes that medical doctors make in hospitals here in the United States. In the Center for Disease Control in 1998 came out and said, U.S. doctors, okay, in hospitals alone, each year, a yearly figure, infect 2 million of their patients just because of poor technique. Of these 2 million patients they infect each year for poor technique, we're talking about disinfecting and sterilizing instruments and doing things in a very careful way. Of these 2 million patients they infect in the hospitals each year in America, yearly, 90,000 die. 90,000 die just because doctors don't wash their hands after they go potty. They don't wash their hands in between patients that have infectious diseases. Now, so you shouldn't be surprised because I've been yelling about this for 36 years. It's in my CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. It's in the book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Okay? It's in the book, and God forgive me, it's in the book Epigenetics. There's a whole chapter on this sort of stuff in epigenetics. Now, I want you to think here, two nurses who are supposed to be up on sterile technique, who took care of this patient who died, the first patient to die here in America of Ebola, a fellow by the name of Duncan, last name Duncan, Nina Pham, and another nurse, Amber Vinson. These two nurses who were the ones, right there up to their elbows in his fluids, diarrhea and throwing up and all this kind of stuff, they get the disease. And one of them, Amber Vinson, wants to go to a football game in Ohio. So she goes, just takes the weekend, runs to has a football game, sits around with all these people, is on an airplane going. They're on an airplane coming back, exposes literally thousands of people. And these people have no concept of reality. Okay, so what I want you to do, I want everybody to get Pure Works. We have the spray, we have the foam, we have the liquid soap, we have the lotion. Don't forget the Envision Colloidal Silver, Killer Biotic. I take 3 of those twice a day because I fly every day. Okay, get a hold of the 90 for Life basic 90 essential nutrients, a 3-month supply for each person. Don't forget the special secret sauces. Anybody has special needs for diabetes and arthritis and so forth. And don't forget Go Foods. Don't forget, 25-year shelf life. Don't forget things like Good Herbs, which are great herbal extracts. And then we have, of course, the Beyond Organics. These things are absolutely necessary. Oh, yeah, Ancient Legacy, all aromatherapy oils. I like the Eucalyptus globulus is what I use. And I also try the frankincense and myrrh, which are the antibiotics of the day of Christ himself. Okay? Get a hold of the book, God Bless America. It teaches you how to deal with all this, how to really take care in an environment in which you can get infections either from natural things like Ebola, bad technique by doctors and nurses, or even as a biological weapon, maybe even from ISIS or Al-Qaeda, right? You need to get a hold of that book, God Bless America, and educate your family and do everything that book says, because it's going to save lives here in America. You get the trilogy books. Learn how to do your own lab test. Accumulate anything you need for your health care. Don't assume you're going to get it tomorrow. If there's anything bad happen, there's going to be a run on the pharmacies. There's going to be a run on the stores. The grid will be down. UPS and FedEx and U.S. Mail will be down. So we got to be prepared for these things, okay? Well, Doctors Without Borders, of course, do a better job in tent cities of protecting themselves and patients against things like Ebola and other epidemics. But I want you to remember, they're screaming, yelling, and jumping up and down about 2 people being infected and 1 dying. And every year, because doctors fail to have good sterile technique, infect 2 million people in their workplace every year and kill 90,000 right here in America each year. And I actually made a complaint to the OSHA, and they said, we can't help you because we only deal with employers and employees. We don't deal with business and customers. So if anybody gets damaged by a doctor, they got to sue the doctor personally. Okay, so don't put yourself in that position. Do not put yourself in that position. Get a hold of the book, God Bless America. Learn how to take care of yourself. Get a hold of that trilogy books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Be Herbal Doctor, and the Passport to Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, aromatherapy oils. Be obsessive about using Pure Works. Be obsessive about the Envision Colloidal Silver. Be obsessive about Killer Biotic. Be obsessive about supporting your immune system with the 90 essential nutrients, the 90 for Life program. and you'll be amongst the survivors. If you're slipshod about this, and not obsessive, you could be a victim, right? And so don't let somebody in the medical system infect you or kill you just because you trusted them too much. Don't trust them too much. Only dead doctors don't lie. Remember that, okay? That was true back when I said it in 1992, and it's true yet today. All you have to do is look at what's happening at these various hospitals. And this is supposed to be the most wonderful, supposed to have the most wonderful medical system on earth. This is stuff you do in a daycare. Wash your hands. Don't carry the disease around to people when you're sick. Stay at home. Well, stick with us, folks. We're back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
I thought we'd talk a bit about arthritis, as I've got a story here that I got from Consumer Reports where the headline reads, "Arthritis is common, but treating it is often not so simple." They say more than 50 million Americans have arthritis. Half say the condition limits their daily activities. According to the CDC, it is the leading cause of disability in this country. They say get the right diagnosis, check with your doctor to see if the pain stems from arthritis or a condition that causes similar symptoms like gout or Lyme's disease. Say osteoarthritis is wear and tear on the joints, and rheumatoid arthritis is a more serious form of the disease triggered by malfunctioning immune system. It requires close medical supervision and a combination of prescription drugs. So you can rein in the pain if you know what to do. Say non-prescription drugs such as ibuprofen, Advil, and naproxen can ease the pain and reduce inflammation. They say that both can cause stomach bleeding and high blood pressure, so you should keep your dose under 3,000 milligrams. They say topical treatments like over-the-counter capsaicin cream might help with arthritis in smaller joints like ankles, elbows, and feet, and toes, and your hands. And they also say gentle exercise can reduce arthritic pain. Injections might help, including steroid shots, provide short-term relief. May cause some joint damage, though, and more than 3 times if you do it more than 3 times a year. And they say that you can use high hyaluronic acid injections, or acupuncture, or massage, or healthful fats like omega-3 fatty acids. But here's the kicker, Doc. According to the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, they say that steer clear of supplements, glucosamine and chondroitin, hoping to help ease arthritis pain, because it doesn't work. Obviously, they haven't talked to any longevity representatives.
Yeah, of course, they're in the business of promoting their business, which is joint replacement surgery, prescription drugs, and so forth. And if you have arthritis, even the Harvard School of Medicine said in July of 2002 that joint surgery for arthritis is worthless and dangerous. So if you have osteopenia, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, degenerative arthritis, bone arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, anything to do with connective tissue like lupus, fibromyalgia, bone spurs, kidney stones, peripheral neuropathies, things like periodontal disease, contact your longevity associate and get on the 90 for Life program, the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. Give it 90 days, and guess what? The odds are you're going to see some relief in pain. The odds are you're going to see some improvement in range of motion. And guess what? This will support this program, the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight, will support and promote maintenance and repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between vertebrae, bone makes bone itself. Your doctor will say you cannot regrow cartilage, you need the surgery. Your doctor is fibbing to you. He's lying to you. You can support and promote maintenance and repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone makes bone itself. Contact your longevity associate and get a hold of one of the Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per 100 pounds of body weight. If you have a back problem, before you submit to surgery, before you submit to putting rods in your back and steel and wires and plates and screws and bolts and nuts, contact your longevity associate. And even, again, Harvard Medical School said in November of 2006 that back surgery for peripheral neuropathies and sciatica is worthless and dangerous. Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. Give it a try. You'll be glad you did. Thank you, Doug. Super job. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Denver, Colorado. And Heather, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Heather, you're on the air.
Hi, thank you so much. I am calling in regards to a dear friend of mine. She's 59, has been battling for years with a condition called pre-Barrett's esophagus. And as I've gotten in touch with her, we're in attempts to get her off of her medication called Dexilant. And she is battling with osteoporosis as well. Has had a hip replacement in December, and her physician's telling her she needs to get the next one done. As she's been off of her medication the last couple of weeks, she's been having irritation even with drinking water, with where that ulceration is. So we were wondering what you recommend she do.
Okay. Well, first of all, she needs to have something soothing going down in that esophagus. This usually happens as a result of reflux. And certainly I'd have her take some of those root beer belly probiotics. She could take a couple of those. I want her to get the 90 essential nutrients. And, of course, I would do it in the liquid form. And even though she's having a little trouble with liquids, I'd have her sip on them, each of, her servings of the 90 essential nutrients in liquid form. Instead of downing it in 2 minutes, I would have her down it over an hour or 2 hour period. Just sip on it. She could even freeze it and make it like ice cream. That's a possibility. Then, let's see here. For the osteoporosis, of course, I'd want her specifically to have, and what does she weigh, you think?
She's actually 60 pounds over her normal weight right now.
What does she weigh?
She is 190 pounds.
Okay, so she needs 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. Okay, that's 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus twice a day, 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner, 2 scoops of the Tangerine at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 15 Glucogel a day. And let's see here. Also, what I would do, Shar, what would you do for giving something soothing to her esophagus? Because she's going to take these liquids over a period of time. Let's see here. What drink would you give her that's going to help her esophagus calm down?
Drink?
Yeah.
You mean like the Rebound? No?
Yeah, well, what about something, let's call it Z-Radical.
Oh, okay, the Z-Radical? Okay.
Yeah. Anti-inflammatory, auric points, super juices, got the fucoidin in it. And so I think she should sip on that during the day, maybe a couple ounces, maybe 2 quarts a month. And that's going to relieve some of the swelling. And also, what capsule would you give her for a global anti-inflammatory effect?
Anti-inflammatory? The CM capsules.
CM Plus capsules. You got it, girl. 3 twice a day. Call us every couple of weeks here, Heather. We'll be back after these messages.
Let's head to California. And Madru, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Madru. You're on the air.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. Listen, I have a woman. She's 57. She weighs 220 pounds, and she's 5'4". Right now, she's on the anti-aging and the ultimate dailies. She's been taking the products for about 4 or 5 months, and she's very happy. But right now, she has a little problem. She has a right renal artery kidney blockage, and that was because she went to the hospital and her blood pressure was so high, and the doctors are scratching their head. After they did a procedure, but they found out that she didn't need a stent, and she actually told them no. But they're scratching their head why she didn't have a stroke. They said, you should have had a stroke. You should have had a stroke. And so she wants to know, she asked the doctor what's next. Of course, they don't know, so she asked me to call you and find out.
There's 2 things she needs to do. Number one, at 220 pounds, plus she has high blood pressure due to obstructive artery disease in the kidneys, she's going to need to up her ultimate daily tablets. I want her to have 12 a day. Okay, there'll be 2 bottles a month. It'll be 4 at breakfast, 4 at lunch, 4 at dinner. And she needs to lose weight. Char, what would you do for this lady, Madru's friend, 5'4"? I'd like to see her weigh like 140. She needs to lose about 80 pounds. What would you do for her weight loss?
The ASAP.
ASAP, you got it. And I'd have her take 1 dropper full under her tongue, 30 minutes before each meal, and a 2nd dropper full under her tongue, 15 minutes before each meal. So she can require 2 bottles a month. I want her to lose weight fairly quickly here. And then, of course, the 12 of the Ultimate Daily tablets. And then she's got to stop the ongoing damage, because when you have arterial disease, it's always due to eating inflammatory foods. What foods would you have her give up, Shar?
Fried foods, all kinds of oils, no margarine, no salad oils, no burnt animal fat. None of that.
Okay. Absolutely no fried foods, no processed meats, no nitrates, nitrites, no oils, exactly as Shar said. When Shar means no oils, she means no oils. We're talking about no olive oil, no coconut oil, no margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils. And also, what else? Anybody who's overweight probably has a what kind of intolerance?
They probably have a gluten intolerance, because that's why they gained the weight in the first place.
Yep, can't absorb the minerals, which makes them have an appetite, and they choose poorly, and they eat things that are weight gain things, high-calorie things. So absolutely no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. That means the dog and the cat and the bird and the fish, the mother-in-law, spouse, kids, anybody in the household, everybody's got to be totally drop-dead, gluten-free to prevent cross-contamination in the laundry, the couch where everybody watches TV, food preparation surfaces, and the bed. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Panama. And Carol, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Carol, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I have a question about my kitten. He was born the 1st of April, and his mother dropped him. She was trying to carry him up in the roof, and he fell about 10 or 12 feet, and I came running in. He was in convulsions. It damaged his eye, evidently.
And we have to run to one of those message moments, so hang on here, Carol. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Panama and Carol. Okay, sounds like you have a variety of traumas on this poor little kitten. And what I would do is get the Arthrodex, which is our multiple for both cats and dogs. And maybe a 6-month-old kitten, I'd go ahead and give it a half a scoop, sprinkle on its food every day. I would also get the glucogel for his spine, get a bottle of glucogel and open up 2 of those capsules and dump that powder in the food also every morning. And you could give that kitten 1 or 2 of those capsules of the CM Plus capsules every day. And, you can either puncture him and squirt in his mouth or just put it down his little throat and rub his throat, and it'll be happy to swallow him for you. Call me every couple of weeks, Carol. Let me know how your little kitty's doing. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to San Mateo, California. And Emir, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Emir, you're on the air.
But trust me, you're getting like at least $50,000, $60,000 off.
Okay, sir, you'll have to speak up. It can't be on a speakerphone because I cannot hear you.
I know the prices.
Okay.
This they sell outside $14, $16, $9 that.
Okay.
So
okay,
let's move on, Doc. Let's head to Connecticut. And Barry, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Mary, you're on the air.
Hello, Doctor.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling about my wife and my daughter. They're both.
Is this Barry? Is your name Barry with a B?
Yes.
Okay.
My wife weighs about 350 pounds. My daughter's just under 300 pounds. And my wife has atrial fibrillation. And my daughter has a history of scoliosis. And
okay. How old is your wife?
63.
63. She weighs 350 pounds.
Yes.
And your daughter, how old is your daughter?
28.
Okay, now, do either one of them have skin problems? Eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis?
We're already on a gluten-free diet.
Okay, good. How long have you been on a gluten-free diet?
About a week or 2.
Okay. Yeah, you got to be obsessive. That includes the dog and the cat and the bird and the fish and mother-in-law. Everybody in the household has got to be gluten-free. And how much do you weigh, sir?
It's just the 3 of us together, that's all.
Okay, how much do you weigh?
How much do I weigh?
Yeah, how much do you weigh?
About 140.
Okay. All right. Okay, Char, what would you do for these 2 ladies? They're close enough in weight, 350 pounds and 300 pounds. What would you do for these 2 ladies?
Well, the lady that's got the back problem, that's a glucogel problem. I mean, atrial fibrillation is caused by the vertebrae getting close together and being pinched by the nerve going into the heart.
Yeah, so the daughter, I guess, has scoliosis and the mother has AFib, both of which are back problems. You're exactly right.
Yep.
And so what basic program would you give them?
They need to be on the bone and joint pack, but
Yep.
they both need 3 of them at least.
Yep. And what would you do for the weight?
Oh, ASAP, definitely. They need, and being on a gluten-free diet is going to help them lose weight, but they need the ASAP because they have a real challenge.
Okay, so there you go, Barry. What I would do for both your wife and your daughter, each of them needs, as Shar says, 3 of the healthy bone and joint packs per month. That'll be each now. I'm just saying the same thing for both of them. Be 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 of the EFA Plus at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And 20 glucogel a day. 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, and 5 at bedtime with a glass of water. And they can use the CM cream that'll come with those for their discomfort on their back, and also for the your wife needs to put that in her upper back in between her shoulder blades where T1, 2, 3, and 4 are. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In between them are the 3 spinal nerves that come out and innervate the heart and control the heart's rhythm and rate. And so we need to support and promote maintenance and repair of the disc in between them. And your daughter's got the same problem and has wound up with scoliosis. I'm not worried about her scoliosis at this point. We need her to lose some weight first. But what I do want her to do is put her feet about 1 inch above her head in the bed so she can put a 1-inch board underneath the feet of her bed, not under her feet, but under the feet of the bed. And I want her to have 2 bottles. Each of them need to have 2 bottles a month of the ASAP. That'll be 1 dropper full, not a drop, but a full dropper full under their tongues, 30 minutes before each meal, and another dropper full, 15 minutes under their tongue before each meal, 15 minutes before each meal. They require 2 bottles a month. Let them absorb this ASAP through their oral tissues. Do not let them swallow it, and they'll get maximum benefit, and they'll begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. I've had people lose 140 pounds in 120 days. That's no guarantee, but it is possible healthily to do this as long as they're on their 3 healthy bone and joint packs per month. Also, your wife, because she does have AFib, her heart's working a little bit overtime, although it's not a heart problem. Doctors will run up a $500 bill, $500,000 bill when it comes to defibrillators, pacemakers, ablations, retroversions, heart transplants, all kinds. So it was really a back problem. And so I would still give both of these ladies the sweeties. I'd give them 12 sweeties a day each, 4 at breakfast, 4 at lunch, 4 at dinner. That'll be 3 bottles a month of the sweeties to help with sugar, carbohydrate, and fat metabolism at the cellular level and support and promote healthy blood sugar levels. And let's start there. Okay, give us a call every couple of weeks. I want to know their weight. I want to know how their symptoms are going. And we'll kind of monitor this, and we'll walk you through this, and it'll be fine. But we need to be obsessive about the absolute no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, and no gluten, none of the bad stuff. Okay, Doug, we got time to start another one?
We certainly do. Let's head to North Carolina. And Miriam, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Miriam, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How can we help you?
Okay, this is my first time calling.
We'll be gentle with you.
Okay, thank you, because you talk really fast. I have a weight loss. I'm 256, 5'6.5". I retain fluid. Anything I eat can, for whatever reason, cause me to retain fluid. Mm-hmm. And I have osteoarthritis in my knee and my back and my neck. And I ordered your Ultimate Daily because I didn't know where to start. I also ordered your book, but I couldn't quite understand.
Sure. Now, do you have any history of skin problems or asthma?
No, I don't.
Okay, and you weigh 256?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many eggs do you eat every day?
Eggs? I eat 1 every day now.
Okay. All right, Shar, how many eggs would you have Miriam eat?
Well, I would have her eat probably 3 to 5 a day.
Yeah, to me that's a little bit light. I like to say 4 to 6 per 100 pounds of body weight per day. So I'd have her eat 8 to 10 eggs a day. 4 to 5 in the morning, 4 to 5 in the evening. Soft boiled in soft yolk, soft poached with soft yolk, soft scramble and butter. And what would you give her for her osteoarthritis?
Osteoarthritis, a healthy bone and joint pack, but she needs probably 3, maybe.
3, yep. I'd go with 3. That's and hang on, Miriam. We'll go over that dosage on the 3 healthy bone and joint packs. We'll tell you what to do for the edema and so on. And hang on. We'll be back after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to North Carolina, Miriam. Okay, again, 3 of the Healthy Bone and Joint packs per month. That's 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 20 glucogel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, and 5 at bedtime with a glass of water. 10 eggs a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at dinner, preferably soft-boiled, soft scrambled in butter, or soft-poached. And what would you do for the weight, Char?
ASAP, of course.
ASAP, and I'd go with 2 bottles a month. At 5'6", I'd like to see at 140. You need to lose 100, 110 pounds or so, maybe 120 pounds depending on your frame. And so 1 dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal, and 1 dropper full under your tongue 15 minutes before each meal. And you'll, in a couple of days, begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And give us a call every couple of weeks. Miriam, we want to know your weight. We want to know how your arthritis is. You can use the CM cream. Obviously, you have 3 jars of that. You can use that lavishly on your joints, whether it's your knees or hips or shoulders or fingers, wherever you have the pain from the arthritis. And give us a call. Let us know how you're doing. And the increase in protein should help with the edema. Okay, Doug, do we have time to start another one?
Yeah, let's head out to Oregon, and let's head to Brianna. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Brianna. You're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Thank you for taking our call.
Yes, how can we help you?
I'm calling for my sister-in-law. Her father has been diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver and hepatitis C. He was recently just discharged from the hospital with hepatic encephalopathy, and his ammonia levels when he was admitted was 166. In 18 hours, it was able to drop to 105, and they discharged him and sent him home on lactulose 4 times a day, 30 milliliters.
Okay, I get the drill. Are they putting him in line for a liver transplant?
No. They actually didn't give him much of anything. They gave him a MELD score of 14.
Because of his hep C, they're saying he's probably not a good candidate.
Yes. And
okay. And what does he weigh? How much does he weigh? How much does he weigh? We only have moments here. 170 pounds. Okay, well, he's got to get rid of all the bad stuff. Okay, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. You got to get rid of everything that's going to inflame that liver, put pressure on the immune system. Okay, we got a hepatitis C virus here, Char, and liver cirrhosis. What would you give this guy?
I would give him the Healthy Heart and Brain Pack because he needs selenium, for his...
Yep. So he needs 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs, exactly. Very good. And what would you do for the hep C?
I would give him the Oxybody and maybe, I don't know, would Killer Biotic help it?
Killer Biotic, absolutely. And for everybody in the household, they're going to need, of course, to be using lots of Pure Works, right? Let's see here. Also, for the liver, I would give him the new product, Immortalium. Let's give him 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. And the diet, again, is important. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no... all those bad foods have got to go for him. But again, the Pure Works for everybody else's protection, and the Oxybody, Char said he could have 2 ounces a day, 1 in the morning, an hour before a meal, 1 in the afternoon or evening, hour before the meal, so you get maximum use of that. And to help support stem cell activity in the liver, the Immortalium, 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how your friend's father is doing, or your sister-in-law's father is doing. Okay, Doug, how much time we got here?
About 25 seconds.
25 seconds. I'm going to take it, remind everybody that the new book out, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, is just kind of going crazy out there because everybody's realizing now the theory that genetics, bad genes cause everything, is another one of the failed medical theories, one of the thousands of failed medical theories, along with the saturated fat theory is bad, salt is bad, and there's so many medical theories that have gone away. That being overweight is caused by eating fat and lack of exercise. These are all failed medical theories. So get a hold of the book Epigenetics and learn what the truth is, and you'll add 25 to 50 years to your life. Okay, well, thank you, Char. Super job. Thank you so much, Doug and Susan. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.